Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to take you through how you can build an application on YellowAnt with Python. A little background about YellowAnt. YellowAnt is a workplace assistant chatbot that we built for Slack, Microsoft Teams, Cisco Spark, Facebook Workplace. And what YellowAnt basically does is it connects with every application that you use in the workplace, like your email, your calendar, your cloud storage, code repositories, CI/CD, incident management, task management, anything and everything that you use in the workplace. It connects with all these applications and lets you command them from Slack, gets you real-time work updates from all these apps, lets you take quick actions on all these updates, and allows you to do a lot of automation and workflows. So we can just start by sort of showing you how YellowAnt works, and then maybe we can sort of go through the how to build an application on YellowAnt. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to create a YellowAnt account. So if you're already registered on Slack, if you have a Slack account, you can just simply go to yellowant.com. Right. You can just click on the sign up with Slack button. And authorize your Slack account. And then automatically YellowAnt creates your YellowAnt team account with your individual account as well. And once YellowAnt creates your account, it will show you a whole bunch of applications that you can start integrating. So you can, if you just click on View All, these are like the bunch of applications that you can integrate. So for example, I have already integrated my email or my calendar, my Freshdesk, so on and so forth. So once all my applications are integrated, YellowAnt will sort of keep sending me notifications from all these applications. So this is a Jira notification of an issue that was assigned to me. Similarly, I get notifications from my emails if I want to, sort of take an action on the email. These notifications come with some quick nifty action buttons. So I can maybe start the email or mark it as read, or if I click on reply, I can even reply on this email. Let's maybe check out a few commands for an application. So I have already integrated an application on my YellowAnt account, that is Freshdesk, which is a CRM application. So once you integrate an application, the way you command it is you can just sort of say help, and then it lists all the applications that you have integrated with YellowAnt. So in this case, if let's say I want to sort of shoot a command on my Freshdesk account, just click on Freshdesk, and maybe I can, if I want to fetch a particular ticket, I just said run this command, and it asks for a ticket ID. So if I just enter the ticket ID, YellowAnt automatically goes into my Freshdesk account and fetches the ticket number 16. Right now the status is open, priority is high. I can maybe change the status to pending, and maybe change the priority to urgent. I can maybe also reply to this ticket from Slack, or if I have any notes, I can add notes. So this is basically how YellowAnt works. Every application in YellowAnt is divided, or rather composed of a few functions, or what we call as commands. And if any user wants to execute the command, all that they have to do is click on run this command, and YellowAnt will sort of show a Slack dialog wherein you can add your inputs, and you can just simply click on execute, and it executes the command. So this is basically how YellowAnt works. We also have, apart from commands, every application also have what we call as webhooks or notifications. Uh, so let's say if a new Jira ticket is assigned to me, YellowAnt will send me that notification within my team Slack, which would look something like this. So since Jira is already connected to my YellowAnt, it'll keep sending me notifications of issues that are assigned to me, and once I get that notification, I can sort of take some actions right here. So we're going to start by sort of just going through the basics of YellowAnt. As we mentioned, that every application in YellowAnt is composed of a bunch of functions or commands and webhooks or notifications. So every application on YellowAnt has an invoke name. The way it works, an invoke name is basically just like your Linux, where every application has like an invoke name. So in the case of Google Mail, we have an invoke name that is Gmail. So since my Gmail is already connected to YellowAnt, let's go back to the dashboard. So this is my Gmail integration. I have one Gmail integration, and the invoke name for my first Gmail integration is Gmail. So if I just sort of invoke Gmail from my team Slack, it replies with the available commands for Gmail. Similarly, since I've already integrated PagerDuty, the invoke name for PagerDuty is simply PagerDuty. So if I click on the available commands, maybe say get an incident. Yeah. Now, if I want to see the list of applications that I've integrated with YellowAnt, all I have to do is just say help, and these are the applications that are integrated. So Asana has an invoke name of Asana, calendar, so on and so forth. So most applications have a very intuitive invoke name. So what we're going to do today is we're going to create our own application, and we're going to give it sort of like, we're going to come up with an invoke name for that application. So every application on YellowAnt has an invoke name. It is comprised of a set of commands. Every command may or may not have inputs or arguments for that command. So in the case of a PagerDuty, right, the command get underscore incident, or that's get an incident, has basically one input, that is the ID of the incident. So when I click on run this command, it asks for the incident number. So a command may or may not have arguments, and every argument can be of a different type. Some arguments are numbers, some arguments are strings, and if a command has multiple arguments, some of them may or may not be required to execute that command. Some of them may be compulsory for executing that command. Now, when you execute a command, every command returns a YellowAnt message. Each message comprises of a few attachments, a few buttons, which we'll cover in a while. And the command can also sort of send additional data that we'll use in something we call as workflows that I'll explain later in this demo. So how will users use your application? So for example, if let's say you created the Gmail application, how will users use it? So you create the application, and then the application is sort of for your team or for the general YellowAnt users, depending on the visibility of the application. The users in your team or outside your team can spot the application in the YellowAnt marketplace. So for example, let's say I want to integrate a Gmail account with YellowAnt. The way users integrate or use the applications that you build on YellowAnt is they just go to the marketplace, search for the application, and all that they have to do is click on integrate. and then it will take you to your application page where you can take them through the authorization process. So when I click on add an account, the first thing that it's going to do is it's going to authenticate my YellowAnt account. So I'm going to integrate my Gmail account. So yeah, we basically integrated two Gmail accounts. Happens to be the same email account. Uh, and whenever an integration takes place, YellowAnt assigns a unique invoke name for that application. So since I've already integrated my first Gmail account, that account's invoke name is Gmail, whereas the new Gmail account's invoke name is Gmail 2. So when I click on Gmail, or rather when I invoke Gmail 2, it will list me the commands associated with that Gmail account. Right. So YellowAnt basically sort of authenticates your account, uh, the user's account against your application, and once the authentication takes place, it goes through an OAuth 2 process, and you obtain the user's YellowAnt token, and then you create a YellowAnt user integration. So the user will first, authenticate your application with his or her YellowAnt account, and then it will be redirected to your application, which will sort of receive an OAuth code that you will exchange for a permanent user token that you can store in one of your databases. Once you receive the user token, you will create a new user integration, and then the user will basically get the message saying that a new integration has been added. And finally, that application will also show in the user's overview of application. So since I've integrated two Gmail accounts, when the user goes to his or her dashboard, the user will be able to sort of see the Gmail accounts that are integrated with YellowAnt. So in this case, since I've integrated two Gmail accounts, I have Gmail and Gmail 2, and it sort of lists the notifications uh, for that integration, which I can enable or disable from this page. So as we just saw, when you integrate an application, it creates an invoke name. So if I go ahead and integrate a third Gmail account, my invoke name, the new invoke name for that Gmail account would be, as you predicted, it will be Gmail 3. Now, once my new integration is alive and kicking, I can just sort of call that integration with the invoke name, and then I can just start, issuing commands and receiving notifications from YellowAnt.